Congratulations and pat yourself on the back for making it through another month in the hell dimension. I'm the Truth Wizard, rocking the Wheelers hat. I know red isn't for me, but we have things to talk about. I'm aware that things could not be any more difficult for most of you. We are in stagflation and a White House that is in complete denial of our predicament. I'm here just to tell the truth. Hit the like and subscribe. And remember that if you're ever pleased with yourself and displeased with another, remember that neither of you never had control on who you are and how you came to be. The world is in shambles with an energy crunch fast approaching. There is no deal from Mr. Art of the Deal. He only cares about himself and contracts regarding technology, war, oil, and energy, ultimately. I made a post recently regarding Mr. Beckwith's three-legged bar stool approach. It was more of a playful poke at his work. Again, tremendous respect and appreciation for him. However, I know that we cannot fix the extraction problem of getting resources to build out this green infrastructure he talks about, not to mention agriculture, fixing that, enabling calories to feed 8.3 billion people on the planet. These are damn near impossible feats unless some alien race came down and taught us the ways. I'm in Sydney, New York. There are about half a dozen of them throughout the United States. These are heavy subjects. I'm a journalist looking at this from a top-down approach. I want to encourage all my viewers to get your preps in order and acquire serenity when and where you can. Some things that might contribute to this as a fair reminder would be being in a peaceful environment, reducing conflicts both in your life and others, and striving for equanimity. I know I'm one to say that, or not rather, given my recent posts, which aren't very popular, regarding justice of some sort for those practicing sociopathy. You understand, my goal is just to make this place a less hellacious existence. The proof is in the pudding that even speaking words of equanimity carries so much value because we are in the hell existence. Hands down, life is suffering. Like I said, I know red's not for me. But alas, here we are in 2026, hitting summer just around the corner. Might I recommend something useful? This little 007 Heat It gadget vaporizes with hyperthermia the mosquito saliva, which causes itching. It's a few seconds of discomfort to save you hours of itching. I can attest it does work. It's about 30 bucks on Amazon. Get some more goods from that billionaire jetting around the planet, completely detached from reality. You know, his taxes wouldn't help teachers or 14 million starving kids throughout the United States, would it? Yeah, no, we don't have freedom of speech. We don't have movement up and down corporate ladders. It was predetermined at birth. Our fate. Yes, a very dismal state of affairs, literally depressing in every sense of the word. I don't want to be another talking head like that Jet character who just moved out of his basement, who seems to get so many views because YouTube would rather promote young, healthy looking individuals than realists speaking the truth on social media. Because that's what this is, social media. I'm bored by most of it. I have to either watch it in 1.5 times or ask Gemini to summarize because I just want the information. Just get to the point, right? I'm gonna sit down here in a moment and cover some collapse news real quick. Like I said, I became aware to our predicament Well, at the time, I was still in denial. 2016, pivotal year, and then really woke up around 2020 and started to make my move towards something more habitable. Might I recommend you also get away from densely populated areas? You know this, you aren't going to survive. Neither will you simply relying on hunting, because it is extremely energy intensive. I'm not gonna say trust me, I'm just gonna say go out, walk for miles, look for game, and you will quickly learn how difficult that is. So you're best off relying on trapping and snaring, perhaps setting up little fish catchers near the bank, just something so you can focus on other resources. There is nowhere to hide on YouTube now, with channels reporting on collapse and depopulation agenda, the Great Reset, as we swirl down the toilet bowl together. It's unavoidable. It's kind of common knowledge now that we're 85 seconds to midnight in a polycrisis. What will get to us first? I don't want to do that approach. I'm not a crystal ball teller. I'm just the truth wizard. Thank you for your support and the new microphone. Everything's working out pretty well. I have a job, money coming in for now, which is rather useless. Our debt to GDP ratio is still insanely high. The bond market is selling off worldwide. You could diversify into gold, silver, physical, and stocks, you know, because the market is in euphoria with this AI bubble, which we know is going to pop any moment and send a lot of people into crisis mode with their 401ks and stock matching accounts. The FIRE movement will quickly fizzle out. Yeah, a lot to think about. I know, it's overwhelming. I'm just trying to keep my bearings straight, take care of my health, and enjoy this community. Group therapy for those that know the end is coming. Hope your pantry is stocked up with popcorn. It's gonna be a really entertaining ride by the end of the year, if the midterms even do happen. If we can get over this summer. Okay. Well, let me sit down and get to this climate report, think about said everything. Okay, real quick, y'all. I have to say this. The WMO forecasts that the second half of the 2020s will be hotter. How much hotter, you ask? Likely 1.9 degrees Celsius warmer, and that there is a 75% chance that all 5 years from 2026 to 2030 inclusive will exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius. We know this already. One could argue we are functionally extinct and already over 2 degrees Celsius. In fact, the Arctic temperatures over the next 5 winters are expected to be 2.8 degrees Celsius warmer than average. Plenty of fun graphs and charts here I'll just put up on the screen for a brief moment, as well as mention that a heat dome hit Western Europe. Some of you have told me about in the comments. Parts of Paris, Portugal, Europe is the fastest warming continent. We know this. Abnormally hot temperatures stretch from Pakistan to Saudi Arabia, across Japan. Somalia is enduring merciless drought. Do you want me to continue? The super El Nino is getting really scary, and although scientists are walking back the worst case climate scenario of RCP 8.5, they think that 2.8 degrees is the most likely number, but this is up for incredible debate. Maybe there is a bit of influence coming from the White House and you know who. However, you can't fix stupid, and Pew Research indicates that most Americans believe countries will not do enough to mitigate climate change, as well as a March 2026 survey found that only 48% of Americans believe our planet is warming, quote, mostly because of human activity. Can't fix stupid. 22% believe it's mostly natural patterns, 17% are not sure, and 12% of the population still believes that there is no solid evidence. The Arctic Circle, temperatures past 30 degrees Celsius. Hope you enjoy this report. I'll wrap this up, not keep it too long, but don't forget, there's no time to die. That's for later. For now, there's still work to do. I mean, whatever, just play the clip.
What is it?
You don't know what this is. He's going to kill millions.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.